They start on the ground with Andrews. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Clemens. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Clemens. Being chased out left. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11th. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. From the gun, Jones flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. We're scoreless after 1. 1st and goal at the 1. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Harris. Do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they'll run for it with Evans. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got room to run past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Clemens. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Clemens steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Clemens. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
45 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. On the give, this is Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st and 10, Clemens. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
second down. It's Harris, and they'll get him down here at the 23. 54 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Patriots.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Jones off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clemens. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Clemens. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 85 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Pass complete to Harris. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. So a victory.